Well, good day. Uh, I'm trying to get everything situated. This light over here is too bright. I hope that's all right. Uh, you know, I try my best to get all this stuff going on. Yeah, my apologies. Okay, let me see. I can't see nothing. Got the light in my eyes. Okay, Craig Betts, hello. Glad to see you. Marco, hello. Kim, hello. Papa, hello. Uh, Thomas Road Trip, hello. Uh, Step Van Dan, hello. Is that Minnesota? Yeah, okay. My apologies. I knew 4 o'clock was coming or 3:30. I've been trying to get ready. It's not an excuse. Trying to get ready, and then I got phone calls. Then I got my daughter knocking on my door, offering me a bowl of soup, homemade. So I had to eat that, and then she just came to my door, and then the lighting situation. Well, I did a good thing, but I put my at the far end there. I put my charger, and my charger turns on, but after a while, it sort of like doesn't turn on, so turns off. That means I have to crawl back here to get these lights going. So I just ran out of time because I have a hockey game tonight. It's not for a while. It's not till 6:50, but I just wanted to make sure. So pardon the shadow. No, that shadow. Pardon the shadow. This mixes me up a little bit. Anyways, I'm glad to see you all here. Uh, Step Vanda, hello from Hugson. Okay, Angie. Howdy, everyone. And Jeffie. Hello, Angie. Kim Jones. She's not out for a walk today, so here's Kim. Yeah, it's cool. It's starting to get cool here, and the snow clouds are trying to spit out some snow. Raymond Culper's sunny at Spanish Banks. Oh, wow. Yeah. Step Van Dan hugs. Yeah, okay. Uh, Hello, Insanity. Glad to see you. Uh, okay, so I haven't really done much. I haven't really done much since last week, but I mean, I've done some things, and I'm going to try to. I haven't put up a video yet today. I did get one yesterday, I think, or Friday. I think it was yesterday. Um, and I have to. I'm going to do one for tomorrow, like probably the one I'm working on now. It's just basically like I like to put in more stuff, but it's just basically pictures. Like a little bit of talking and stuff, but just basically a few photographs I've taken around because there's really not much to do around here once you've done them once or twice. So and I'm not really sure what to put up sometimes because at times they get a little boring. So we can talk about things if there's anything. I've asked this before. You guys don't seem to come across with a lot of stuff to talk about. I know Insanity asks me questions every now and then. to keep things fluently. But yeah. Uh, Let me see. The Van Nut, hello. Glad to see everybody. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, there's Rash. Hello. Yeah, not like a rash, but a rash. Rachel or Rachel. But yeah. Uh, okay. So, good news. In some ways, good news. I checked out my bank account today, and I've been paying my bills. So, I'm starting to pick up a little speed. So I'm hoping that everything will be okay by the time spring comes next year. That way I can get on the road again. Um, right now, so far in my daughter's driveway, things are going good, looking up. Uh, I've had a lot of, not getting too deep into it, I've had a lot of, good things happen this week, especially with my daughter and I. One day, like my daughter's dealing with, boys and stuff. And I think I've mentioned before when I was raising my kids, uh, I took a moment to realize, how much my mother, you know, like she was right in a lot of things. I didn't see it at the time, but, I had one of those moments where I was going through some issues, and I remember sort of like looking up and said, "Man, thank you very much." I mean, I talked to my mother before she passed, and I ironed out all the stuff I had a problem with. So, I mean, it was all good on that note. But recently, like my daughter and I have been hit and miss because I know she's going through some tough things being a parent. And anyway, I got a text from her or a phone call. No, I got a phone call from her, and she was in the house or something or at work, but she just picked up the phone and called me and said, "I just want to say thanks, Dad." And I'm like, "What did I do?" I looked around and said, "What did I do?" And no, she just said thank you. She said she was sorry. And I said, well, "Okay, what did I do?" She goes, "No, I'm sorry. I mean, you've been telling me a lot of things over my life, and I realized, you know, you were right. Like, some of the things I've said, I was right." And I'm like, "Wow." I was so like shocked and amazed and everything else. It's always nice when people reach out and thank you for stuff. But to me, I mean, it's a great thing. I mean, I'm really proud of her. To me, it's just that's what you're supposed to do as a parent, right? You're supposed to, hit the floor running and make mistakes and learn from them and try to correct them. And sometimes it takes a while. But, anyways, that really set my week off because she did that, and I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad she's looking at stuff, and that's the whole point. I guess I'm trying to make is I was very impressed by that. Uh, you know, I don't get that too often from some people. So to get it from my daughter, I was impressed. So that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm moving the light. Sorry. Yeah, I was just impressed. I guess it's clicking in. Thumbs up. Yo. Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and well, people have been calling me saying hello. People I haven't heard from a while for a while dropped me a line to say I haven't forgotten you, but my life's a little bit hectic right now, and I'll get back. I said okay. So yeah, it's been a good week for me. I'm still a little slow to get out of bed, but I decided, I just said, you know what? I just turned the times around. That's the problem. Okay. Like sometimes I get to bed before 12 or before 2. sometimes after 2. But when I wake up, I wake up, and I'm grateful for waking up. So, like, if I wake up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I start my day from there, and take my needles, test my blood, all that stuff. I may go out for a coffee just to get motivated, or I may just start working on stuff I have in the back, and that's it. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, so yeah, I've been doing that quite well. I went over to uh, I talked to Brent. I spent some time with him. He took me out for supper, uh, and I said, "Wow," and which is great, right? It's just but no, he took me out for supper. We had a great talk. He asked me, when you get your tires done, and I said, well, you know, Gareth is supposed to give me a call, anyways. I ended up calling him, which is fine because it did start to snow here a little bit. Not much. It's naked now. There's no snow on the ground, but I think it's coming. Um, so yeah, so I made another appointment with him, and I went over on Saturday, and I think within a half hour, uh, they were off and on, and it worked out well. I mean, I helped out a little bit, but not a lot. They really not much to do, but yeah, he cleaned the tires up and put the new tires on, and yeah, things are going good. So don't have to worry. I'm all set for winter. Still going to be a hassle, but as long as I can get out of the driveway, and as long as I can get out of the van and just like maybe just run around the van, just so I can plug in the electricity and stuff. Uh, yeah. So, what else was I thinking? I was thinking something else, but it's all good. I know that. I mean, things are slowly moving forward, and yeah, I've been to the park a few times. It's getting a little cool. Um, I mean, picnic tables are still out. We might have a few sunny days. I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah. I'll take a break for a minute. I gotta put my glasses back on again. I can't. I don't know if and I have an insanity. In case you're sitting there wondering, did you go and get your eyes checked? No, I have not yet, but I will. Love you too. Oh, Patty, how are you? Good to see you. I'm talking nothing. I'm not reading anything. Uh, Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting some cold out there, I can imagine. Uh-oh. Stop it with the negative stuff, Van. No, I don't want to hear negative. Yeah, I'm behind, so yeah. -21 here last night. Too cold for the old bone. Oh, geez, yeah. I don't like them. Are you guys trying to set a record? Hey, Jeff, good to see you. Yeah, it's not too bad here. Are you talking to me or are you talking to the other Jeff? You never call me honey. Uh, Next adventure awaits. Hey, Jeffy Bear and y'all. Patty, how is your bus going? Okay. Yeah, she has a new van. Yeah. You know what the problem is, right, Tim? You went for a couple of walks and you haven't updated yourself. Yes, Patty has a van now, not a bus. You. MK Lar. Hello, Jeffy Bear. Well, hello. Cold in Florida. Uh, got a cool van, kilometers, 2003 Chevy Express. Love it. Wow, right on. Or Kim. Mm-hmm. Uh, that's a warm day. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Kim's going to pay the price for not coming in. Yeah, but just think how much exercise she's got compared to the rest of us doing trails and stuff. Woohoo! Drop down, give me 20, Kim. 2 degrees. Oh, 35 Fahrenheit is 2 degrees Celsius? I don't even know what the heck we are. Let me see. Well, right now, we're 0 degrees. Feel like -3 or 4. Yeah, it changed. Okay, feels like -3. So that's what we are. And so far, the van's holding up. It's pretty good. I turn it off when I wake up, or I turn it off before I go to sleep. And I sleep all night, and then I turn it on before I get up. And yeah, it's pretty good. And once I get into the front seat, like I make sure my heater's off, and I turn on my turn on my heaters with my van, and drive around with that all day if I'm driving anywhere. So it keeps me warm. So, and I'm about to I got to put some gas in, not soon, but I'm gonna start off like December with next time I put gas, how much it costs and how long it'll last. And I don't get many kilometers on it because I don't really drive. That's just hanging around here, so I don't really drive a lot. I think the most I do is like about 50, 60 kilometers. It all depends. Yeah. So the rest of the time we're babysitting the driveway. Woohoo! Oh, good. Oh, yeah. It's Kim's birthday today. Woohoo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Kim. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lied. It's 76 now. Yeah. Of course you lied. Thank you. Yeah. That's all right. Okay. So it's really warm now. You have no reason to complain in the summertime when it's boiling hot out there your way. Okay. No, that's what you get. Right now, it's nice. In the summer, it's hot. Yeah, no complaining. Uh, Mrs. Muscles Day. Yeah. Are you telling us how the weather is, or that's your age? I think someone's lying. Yes, 25 today. Hey, SM. Yeah, I caught one of your lives. Insanity, you cannot complain. I mean, Jeffy, do you still have phantom pain? Pray not. Um, okay, I mean, I've said this before, so And I don't know why they call it that, but I do have, but it's not, to me, it's not pain. Like, but I do have, every now and then I get cramps in my lower foot. I get pain shooting up my leg or a little bit. Like it's not too bad. Sometimes I do get like pain. I, I'm not having a hard time sleeping, but when I wake up, I'm definitely stiff, and I got a good mattress. Uh, so I'm not sure what that is, but I do have my neck is sore sometimes. Like I have a hard time turning it around, or I try to keep it loose. And I think a lot of that has to do with I'm not really like working out all my muscles. Like, I mean, I do lift and I try to stretch and stuff like that. But yeah, every now and then I get phantom pains again. But they're, like I said, they're not really pains. They're pretty much muscle memory, and since I believe, I don't know, but I believe they obviously cut the muscle off, some of it, but I think the memory is still there, and I can feel like my feet, my toes, anything I had a problem with before, every now and then it comes up, and it hits my brain, and it's like it's not really painful, but it's kind of weird that I'm still having problems or feelings in my heel, my toes, my lower legs. Yeah, because when I it blows my mind because when I look down to see what the heck's going on, there's nothing there past the knee. So yeah, I explained it to somebody. I don't know if it was Rachel. I explained it to her and I showed her, what's going on, because she was a little curious and asked me, well, how do you sleep? Does your does your legs close like that, or you sleep like this? Well, I sleep like this. That's why I use another pillow to shove between my legs, so when the pillow's there, this drops a little bit and it feels like it's closed. But yeah, and I'm still only able to sleep on one side. I sleep on my right side. Uh, but overall, I mean everything's okay. It's just, yeah, I didn't realize it would take this long to get used to it, but let's face it, I've had a dramatic change. I woke up one day with 2 feet and I woke up 2 feet shorter. I mean, and I'm trying to decipher all that and put it in my brain, and no, I can't get into every door I want to get into. There's a lot of adjustments, and I'm just realizing that now. Maybe that was foolish of me to think, oh, yeah, I'm going to figure it all out overnight. But no, it doesn't work that way. Well, I think I haven't really looked for a massage, but I think that's kind of hard. Uh, I, was just reading. I was just reading Amish Mafia. But anyways, I tried to get a massage before, but like it's kind of weird because like when you go get a massage, like I used to get them shiatsu massages, like deep muscle. Yeah, they work really, really good, but I kind of think it would be difficult to do that now. But I don't know. I'm sure something will come about. Yeah. Uh, okay. I don't know if Sherry's still here, but hello, Sherry. I missed you. Uh, Thumbs up to you too, Patty. Thank you very much. How do you pronounce that? Is it Amik or is it Ev? Yeah, I'm not sure. If I'm close, please say something. Hey, Terry, I read your joke today. It's kind of funny. Terry sends me jokes every now and then, I believe. Uh, uh-oh. What did you say, Patty? I can't see it now. Uh, Kim Jones, why would it be difficult? You still lay down and they will massage. Yeah, well, it would be difficult because I, and I, it's not because of my belly. Let's get that clear. But I can't lay on my stomach, and not everybody is too. Not everybody is like running over to me to touch my stubs. I mean, I've seen people like sometimes when I go get off my driver's seat into my chair when I'm driving, uh, I cover up my stumps because I know it freaks out the little kids, and I know they stare, and that's okay. I mean, I'm okay with it because they probably never seen that or nothing. But I remember I was in Walmart yesterday, and as I was coming down, I guess part of my legs were showing or my stumps, and I can remember the girl saying something, and the mother saying, "Don't stare. It's not polite to stare." And I felt like saying something, but I didn't. I just rolled by, smiled at the girl. I mean, yeah. I mean, people are curious. You got a question, ask it. That's not a problem. You know. I mean, that's it. Uh, Late to the party. What's up, bro? Wow, not much. I just given my weekly thing of doing things, not sure what to talk about half the time. Suggested if people got anything, man, you want to talk about whatever, or you want to know about me, or anything like that, feel free. I mean, I don't know, like I find that it's easier when I'm traveling to talk about different things, right? Like, and to show pictures and stuff. But I'm not driving around so much anymore. Well, not right now. I'm not driving around, and so there's really not much unless something comes up new. Something did come up today though, but I wasn't quick enough to take a picture. It's starting to get fairly cold here. The snow's coming down, and there was a gray squirrel came by me and right outside my window, and I couldn't get my camera to work that quickly. It looked like it had freaking earmuffs on. Yeah, it did. Had a little white spot. The rest was all gray. I'm like, are you wearing earmuffs? He was zipping all over the place. So yeah. Uh, okay. Oh, that's the other thing. MEK. So MEK? Okay, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, because we're on different schedules, okay? I apologize immensely. I forgot to wish all you American folk, USA, happy Thanksgiving. I am sorry. I really am. I thought, oh, it was like I just remembered it, like, and then I heard people say Thanksgiving, and I went, so my apologies. Happy Thanksgiving to all. I hope you all have a great feast, time with family, friends, whatever, or, you know, I'd just like to say that. Uh, Kim Do, oh, did you modify the back of your wheelchair? Yeah. Modify it? No, but I don't know if you heard, I did put my tires on it. I got my tires. I'm going to try to take a picture of that if it's not too cold tomorrow or something. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can clean it up a little bit. So yes, uh, Terry Newell. Hey, insanity. I'm feeling better. My company finally left. 6 extra people in my house is a bit much. Yeah, I understand that. I spend a lot of time on my own now, but I gotta dip in and out, and yeah, I gotta dip in and out so I can be around people. But yeah, so I try to visit as much as I can. People show up, like I mean, Dan and Miss Tina and Rachel. They showed up one day, and you know, Rachel was busy getting, I think, her hitch put on, and Dan showed up. He wanted to do something, and then she came the next day. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to do. Like at night, like you get back in your van. I mean, there's really not much to do, and it's getting colder. But during the day, it's not that cool. So you either sit or stand around or whatever. Well, I'm always sitting, so and we just talk about different things. I did have a. Remember, I had one of them ceramic heaters or something. Uh, it wasn't working, and I kept on blowing the fuse. And then I talked to Rachel before that, and she said, you can't put it up all the way, Jeff, and blah blah blah. And I went, oh, and then I ran into Dan and said, I got one. Why don't you try this one, or you can have it? So yeah, so I think the secret to that is there's two settings. Uh, and I hate to say it, but she knows a lot more about it than I do. But there's two settings. She said just put it on the first setting, the one line there. And I think it draws about 750 or something. I don't know, something like that, instead of 1700. And just turn it on halfway. So I did that. So I plugged it in, and lo and behold, it turned on. And it heated up my van, and then when it got to whatever it got to, it turned off. And I went, "Wow!" And then it seems like once the temperature dropped inside, it kicks back on again. And I said, "Well, it's very interesting." The only problem I'm having is trying to figure where the heck to put it. I mean, I don't want to blow it in my face because I don't like too much heat, but I like it around. I put a fan on it and spread it around as much as I could. But yeah, I think it's starting to get a little bit too cold for it to do any good at that setting I got. But I can't turn it up because she's only got 15 amps coming out of the house. So yeah, so that, and I don't plug it into a cord. I plug it into my electrical things in here inside the van. So, but overall, so far so good. Uh, oh, I think I mentioned. Yeah, I bought some Velcro so I can start sticking some stuff up, or keeping stuff down. And I also bought two brand new. I bought two brand new shipping blankets. I think they're 40 by 70. They'll do the back, they'll do the back door where there's an opening like 40 inches long and 70 inches wide. That'll fit there. The side door, not so much, but now that I got some Velcro, I can sort of like just, stick it near the crack or whatever so the wind doesn't come in. Because even with all the insulation I got in here now, I can still hear the wind like blowing, and yeah, it's cool. And I gotta definitely close this front part. Yeah, I gotta close the front part because it's starting to drop down. So, but that other than that, everything seems to be okay. Lindy's, hello, hello, how are you? Oh, Terry, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, Let me see here. Um, I don't think I do, Shanagun. Uh, no, I don't think I do, but, well, yeah, I can't really say that. Never had a problem with it last year, so I'm hoping I ain't gonna have a problem this year. But no, I don't think I do. Uh, and I got a booster, so I think I'll be all right. I just previously had all the fluids and everything changed and checked out, and they say I'm good to go, so that's all good. Hello, Lynn. I'm not sure if I said hello to you yet, but hello. Well, I think it goes up. Thank you, Cab. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, no, I do. Thank you. Thank you to both. Uh, I don't, I hate to say it, Patty. I don't know. I hate to say it. I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. I don't. You guys seem to know more than I do, which is fine. Uh, I'm not good with watts, this and that, and all electrical. No. My last electrical teacher, we used to nickname him Sparky. He was, that was from high school. The only thing I truly know is you don't stick in a nail, think to cut your nails into a socket. I know that because I did that when I was a kid. And yes, I do know that you can't get the wires together. So I have changed many fans and different things like that with the power still on. Yep. And I know you can't ground yourself or you're going to get a zip. Yep. I know all the bad things to do, but no. Um, it's something I'm starting to learn, I guess. I'm starting to pay more attention. But I mean, like, it was Rochelle that told me that, like I don't know. She does a lot of that stuff, or, yeah, I don't, yeah, no, I don't do much of that. I know it goes up, I know it goes up to about 1,700, and that's not good. So that's why I put it on half. So yeah. What are we doing here? Oh yeah. Don't feel bad, Jeffy. I don't truly understand all that stuff either. No, no, I'm not feeling bad. I'm just sort of like admitting, just because I'm a guy, and some people say I'm a big guy. I know diddly squat when it comes to some of this stuff, and I'm not scared to admit it. Like, you know what I mean? There's some things I do know, but some things I don't, and I'm okay with that. I have an open mind. Uh, yeah, keep the fork out of the plug-in. That's it. I know electricity is hooked up to your muscles because when I did it when I was a kid, when I pushed it in, once I got a shock, I the muscles kicked in, and I kicked myself clear across the bedroom floor, and I put a hole in the wall. I know that too much juice shoots you the other way. uh, yeah, well, lessons learned. Well, that's all right. I mean, that's why we're all in van life. There's lots of stuff I didn't get. There's lots of stuff I didn't get before van life, but now I'm in van life. There's lots of stuff I've learned, and I'm grateful. Because you got to sort of like fix yourself, or fix fix stuff around. So you know, and that's why we got a lot of stuff. So in case something happens, we pull out the toys or the little equipment that we have, and yeah, we're back on the road. Or sometimes you got to take it to the freaking mechanic, and you learn a lot about economy. Then you had money going in, and you have none going out. Oh, Amish Mafia, no diesel heater. They are better built now and cheaper, but order one before Trump's tariffs kick in. And with Canada well, yeah. Well, we're already in the mail strike here. I'm not sure about yeah. But I got like when I got my van, when you guys all chipped in to help me get my van, I spent some money. Well, I mean, not everything's expensive, but I bought what I think is the best, or what they say is the best. I got a gas heater instead of a diesel heater, and I got it directly plumbed into my gas tank, and that's by my friend. Oh my lord, uh, you kidding me? I have a problem with my memory. In case you don't know, um, badge, badge. I apologize, badge. It's not me. Anyways, yeah. So I got it plumbed in, and that's working out real well. That's why I was saying at the beginning, I'm gonna this month of December. It's not the coldest month, but December. I am going to every time I mark down my gas, I'm going to try to mark it down and figure out how much it costs me, because there's always a fluctuation of gas prices. Not so much like it used to be, but a few cents either way. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to see how much that costs, and I let's not forget, I don't let my gas tank go down below half, because the way Badge put it together, he says once it gets to half, Jeff, you got to fill it up. So I'm running around on half a tank, and I'm keeping an eye on it, and we'll see, because I'm going to mark it down. So yeah, and I'll give a report on that. Okay, let me see. Where are we? Terry, back in the day, not me, but I remember when we all had, when we had carburetors, and, and I forget now what it is called, but all yeah, the solenoid, I think that's what it was. All the spark plugs wires go to the solenoid, and I had an old Datsun or something, and we cleaned it up, and it looked fairly well. But one day, I uh, I looked at it, and there was a trick somebody told me. Just put a little mist, and you can see where the electricity is sort of like shooting out of. And on that solenoid, I noticed. I said, "Oh, that's loose." So while the car was still running, I grabbed it and I shoved it down, and I got a zap that you couldn't believe. It was like, "Oh my god!" And somebody said, "That's like about 12,000 or whatever." And I said, "Really?" Anyways, the story I was trying to tell, there used to be a mechanic that he used to go around and check out all the electrical. And that's before, when Canada had pennies, like real pennies. Anyways, he used to have one pocket full of pennies, and he'd grab it, and he'd take the other hand and check all the cylinders or the wires. and I don't know how big or how bad or whatever, but he could say, "Oh, that one's dead. No, that's good. No, that one's dead." And I looked at it, I said, "What the heck, man?" Like, I don't know. Some people can do that, but yeah, I've never. Yeah, I stay away. I stay away from that funny blue stuff that's sparkling around the midair. Yeah, no. Uh, RVing lab. Bailey and Cooper were watching you. Any bagels today? I ate them. Oh yeah, I remember now. They stole one of my bagels. I watch videos of dogs doing stuff like that, and they're so darn funny. Like, if you sit there and a dog would like snatch something real quick, like like and like whack, oop, and then the guy would look around, not even a facial, and I remember that. Yeah, yeah. For all you that haven't heard that story, when I came across Canada the first time, we were outside of we were still in Ontario, and I pulled over at this nice little rest spot, and yeah, I was going to eat. I was eating my breakfast. I had a bagel and a coffee or something like that. Anyways, this couple came by, or going in the opposite direction from BC to Ontario, to I think Ottawa or Toronto or somewhere. And they stopped by and introduced themselves, and we follow you, we watch you, and you know, yada yada yada. And I said, yeah, yeah, that's nice. And they had these two lovely dogs. It's a good thing I don't know which dog ate it, but I do remember. Anyways, I'm sitting there, and I talk with my hands sometimes, as you well know. But I, take a piece of my bagel, and I'm talking, and I'm saying, "Oh yeah, it's going over here." And I guess I got too close to one of their snouts. Next thing you know, all of a sudden I went to do something. I went to reach out, and this dog, man, lightning fast, just sort of like, but she didn't like chew. She didn't do it. She just sit there like, and I said, "You thief!" We had a big laugh about it. It was great. Anyways, yeah, I remember that. Thank you again for reminding me. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh yeah, Badge. Yeah, Badge is good. I'm not gonna go back up to see it. I went all the way out of my way because nobody wanted to do my put in my gas thing, like for my heater. So I had to go all the way over there. I'm glad I did. Don't get me wrong, but I went all the way over there. Oh, we had a blast. He said, "Oh yeah, we'll do this." And yeah, grumpy old Badge got a heart of gold. Uh, Met him at RTR. Yeah, uh, Badge is awesome. Don't tell him I said so. No, I mean, even if you do say something that he's okay, he always tries to change your mind. No, I'm not that way. No, he is. He's got a heart of gold for sure. Okay. Uh, I know. Insanity. I gotta get my eyes checked. They're watering again. Okay. John Chapman. Hey, Jeffy. John from Georgia here. Yeah. Oh, glad you can make it. Thank you. Uh, Better. Okay. He'll say I'm blowing his cover as a grumpy old man. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was good. No, you know, it's like you meet the darndest people out in butt nowhere, and it's like it just amazes me. Like we all know how big or how big Ontario is. To meet people there that know me or that whatever, vice versa. But mostly now they know me. I don't know them until I meet them. I mean, that's amazing. Like it truly is. I mean, I met a gentleman in uh, just before I got outside of Ontario. I met a gentleman that pulled in beside me at Tim Hortons. I was at Tim Hortons just to just to use their Wi-Fi because I hadn't made a video. Right. I pulled in beside him. I was talking to my friend Juliana, and then all of a sudden the guy moves, like he moves, like goes over a little bit. And then I was talking to her, and she was saying, "I think he moved because he read your sign." I said, "What do you mean?" Well, the sign on the side of my van says 8, 10 feet, right? But I was just sitting there because she already bought me my coffee or something. So, anyways, when he came back, uh, he stopped, talked to me, and I said, "Excuse me, did you move because you were too close?" He goes, "Yeah, I read the sign at the last minute." So I said, "Oh, well, thank you very much. I mean, I wasn't moving today, but because my friend got me a coffee already. Oh, well, I seen it. I said, well, you know what? You're number one. I haven't. Nobody else ever told me that they moved because they read that sign. So I mean, and then he said his daughter was in BC and he was going out there to see her, and I went, wow. I mean, that's how you meet people, and it's just like, yeah, that's how I met that couple and the dogs. They're thieving dogs. It's all good. Yeah, it was really great though. It really was. In fact, Jeffy Bear, did you remove your resin tape? No, I did not remove my resin table. Okay, so I don't know where you heard that, or maybe I said that. Uh, Possibly I said it. But I'm not going to remove it, but I am going to try to. This is top, this is bottom. I'm not going to take that little bend out. That's the one facing outwards here. But I think I'm going to shorten it up a little bit because and I gotta change the hinges I have. Because like this thing goes through heck, like goes through hell really when you're driving down the road. Everything shakes, everything moves. Well, anybody who lives in a van or a vehicle know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna see if I can. I'm going to see if I can get this fixed. Now I can do this, but I don't want to mess up Andy's work. So, and Andy's probably going to have enough business or whatever, but probably in the summer, uh, I would like to swing by Andy's place to see if he can take about that much, where it folds down. So it'll be a smaller table, uh, and yeah, and then I'm gonna put in some different hinges because it's loose now, like it squeaks. So uh, I think that will help me out because I have a hard time turning behind that door here. So like I'm stuck here because I try to back up, I'm gonna bump into something, and yeah, it's very difficult. So I'm gonna see if I can give myself a little room, but I still want my table. I love this table, and I hopefully I'll be able to use it more often than not. So yeah, but that's down the road somewhat. If Andy's not busy, because Andy's done a lot for me, and I appreciate it. So, uh, dogs aren't thieves; they are opportunists. Well, okay, sorry. Yes, and I gave them a big opportunity, and they took it. Yes, I did mention I might not get rid of it because I love it, but I might do something to it so it's a little shorter coming out this way, so it gives me room to turn. Hello, Virginia. Hey, Benji, good to see you. Oh, maybe Andy can make the table fold up instead of down. Well, it's not so much like up or down. Down is the best, I believe. It's just that like we didn't like really measure it. Like he might have, but when he asked me, I said, "Oh, just so it comes down." And he made a box for it and everything else. I can lift it up, but once it's up, it's like, yeah, it's out. It's out about like probably a foot, maybe more. And I think I just need it maybe like 8 inches or something like that. And then there's a little bit at the back there that I could put stuff on too. So yeah, it's something I gotta think of because I really love this table, man. Like I mean, I really do. I could never afford a table like this. I could not, and you know, it just reminds me. People listen when you talk. Andy's a guy that listens. Like he really does. Like a lot of people do, but I mean, he listens and he's able to put it in a file cabinet somewhere in his mind. And then when we're talking about it, or I say, wow, that's pretty cool. And I can see that it's fairly expensive when he was making other things. This is not as like the other thing he made, like doors and bottoms and stuff like that. They're not thick. I've seen a raw piece of wood. They're not thick. Mine's about that thick. So it took a lot of, it took some shaving on both sides. So, and he just said, and it's not that it's scrap wood, but I mean, a lot of people don't like this, like the way some of this stuff was. So he took a lot of the sponginess out of it and everything else. It's a solid table. There's no doubt about it. And he even asked me, "Do you want me to finish so it's shiny, Jeff?" And I said, "No." He looked at me and he said, "I thought so, because you're a raw type of guy." And I said, "Yeah, I love this. I love the rough. I do." Anyway, so yeah, that's the kind of guy Andy is. So I wouldn't try to. I mean, I could if I had a proper table saw. I know how to cut straight that way, but I would not attempt to do this. And I don't know if he can put it back on Stella, but Stella could do a job on this. Not a problem. Really could. So yeah, if he has time, he might be too busy and he doesn't have time, and that's okay too. But it's just an idea, you know. I'm running out of places to put stuff, and that's it. And now it's getting too cold to pull everything out and look around and say, okay, where can I do this? But most of the stuff's put in a spot. Everything's fine, and yeah, it's all good. So we'll see. Yeah, you're both correct. Andy's awesome, and this is really a nice table. Yeah. Most of the time, people look at my van, instead of saying how good looking I look, they all focus on the table. That's a beautiful thing. I'm sort of like kind of envious. I'm going to put an ugly table in there, put more focus on me. Hello. Oh, okay, don't all laugh at once. It's all right. Uh, uh okay. Yeah, it surely is, Benji. It really is. Uh, and why don't you tell them the truth? You try to steal it when I wasn't looking, Patty. No, no. But there's been a lot of people said, "Oh, that'd be the first thing to go if I was going in there to get something." Uh, that's all right. You're not the first one. You're half the. Oh, now we're making short jokes now. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I don't. No, I don't want to do that. Pull a trailer. I thought of that though. Pull a trailer, but no, I don't want to do that yet. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, yeah. Okay, Patty. Your secret is my secret. Oh, everything's Kim's fault. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like, I mean, that's fine. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong or whatever, but it seems that less people are coming on. Well, I mean, it's only 33, 38 thumbs up, uh, which is fine. I mean, like that's all fine. It's just that yeah, I never know like early, later. I know people watch it later, but either come on earlier or come on later. I'm not really sure, but it's like a hit and miss, and I seem to be missing lately. And it could be winter too. Like a lot of people ain't into, I don't know, watching lives and stuff. But yeah, it's a struggle. It's the time of the year. Thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, that's for sure. Well, I noticed that too. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I always wonder sometimes, I try not to get too shooken up about it, but I always wonder, am I doing something not right or not correct or I'm missing or. I mean, I can't compare myself to anybody else, but I see bigger channels and I guess they have a regular and I have regulars too, don't get me wrong, but I see much bigger channels and they still getting like, they're still getting a lot of people. And I understand, I'm not really doing van lives for like I'm not traveling too much, but yeah, I am living in a van for now. And the other thing is, I was thinking about that earlier. The other thing is that this is the first, this is like the first real winter I slept in a van, and I always believe that like climate change. Okay, like I mean, I'm not a big junkie on climate change, but I always believe that since I lived in Vancouver and I moved back climate has changed a lot where at one time it wasn't you didn't really get a lot of snow in Vancouver or on the island or anything, but you got a lot of rain. That's consistent. And I think I slept out at -17 on the island one year or on Vancouver, right near like um before we got the Whistler and stuff like that. I think the coldest night was -17 or 19, one or the other. Uh, I know reality is like I hope we never get as bad as Calgary does. Like I mean, last year I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, Van Nut, but I think last year it was -42 or something like that, or even colder than that. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we got that kind of weather here, but you know, -27, -30, that's a possibility. So this is my first time living in those weathers. So yeah, I got to figure out, how to do it, what to do, prepare myself. as best I can before we get there. Yeah, so this is like my first time like really being in cold weather. Next year we might be doing videos from Florida or someplace hot, but it might not be Ontario. Oh, thank you very much, Terry. I was just looking at something to read, and there we go. Uh, you need borrow cruises spare? Yeah, he's still doing van life, Jesse. It's just different for. Yeah, well, that's true. You know, I do want to move around, but I'm not. I'm not a billionaire, so you got to replenish the bank account to replenish the gas so you can move. But yeah, that's summertime hobby. I mean, and I think that's pretty cool in itself. Like summer you travel, winter you I guess find a bear's den and stay put, and then spring you get back on the road again. So I'm following that pretty good, I guess. Jeff, we are all here because we consider you well. Thank you very much. No, really, I really appreciate that. You know, and I've told you guys this before. I mean, I know a lot of. I had a lot of friends at one time, or what I thought was friends, but you guys are more consistent than they've ever been. And some of us, well, a lot of us we haven't met, but from what you see or what you say, you guys are more consistent than a lot of people that have passed through my life. So I appreciate that, and I thank you. Not sure what you thought. Insanity. Go out and yeah, this thing's moving, and I can't. I don't know where you are now. No, Insanity was asking me something, and I can't find it. I'm gonna have to fix my mouse. Okay. Uh, I love Van Island, but too damp for my arthritis. Yeah, well, we're gonna find out. The Van -50 was record last year, but yeah, well, that's a big difference. Yes. Then winter person. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm all right as a winter person, but I'm getting older. Bones are feeling it. Go to California. Yeah, well, I mean, I did make a few. People were saying, I don't know why you went to out west during the summer. You should have went out west for the winter. And then I thought about that, and I said, good thing I didn't go out west. You guys had like rain like crazy. I was like, man, I'm glad I got out of there. Insanity. Jeffy Bear, go out and ask a question of the day to strangers. Something crazy people reactions would be fun to watch on a video. Yeah. Winter equals hibernation. Hey Jeffy. John Chapman. Hey Jeffy. Chrome had a lady at his place and she was in a wheelchair. Yes. Her chair lift for her van was too cool. Did you get a chance to see it? Yes, I've seen her a couple times before Chrome did it, like before Chrome did that video. And I don't know. I'm just guessing. Just give me a second here. The bigger the channel gets, the more complex. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. I checked it out. I'm not. I would say okay. She like the background that I saw, like, not, I didn't check her out that way, but the background she said she was an Olympic champion. She's been all over the place. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how she got to where she's at. I don't know. I'm not sure if she was born that way or an accident or whatever. A lot of people, they don't say that, but a lot of people maybe insurance or they, families got money, but that vehicle she's driving and all them little wheelchairs and bicycles and stuff like that, that all takes money. I know that because I've checked some of that stuff out. That takes money. Like the wheelchair I got right now, and I got it from a lady that her husband passed, and she wanted to help out, so she gave it to me. I had to pay 1,000, and I'm not complaining. I had to pay $1,000 to bring it from Toronto to here, which is 4 hours away. Okay, and this thing is $10,000. I checked. I seen a man lately waiting for an appointment. He's got a newer version of this, and he paid $28,000. Now the government pays 0.75%, like 3/4 of it. So he told me that 3/4 of 28, is something like about $8,000 or something like that. They pay 75. He has to pay 25. I don't have money like that, and I don't have friends like that. I don't have, so it's not that I would like a better van, but it's just like I figure well, I'm not rich, and a lot of people that I know aren't rich, so I'll take whatever it is as long as it lasts. Whatever. I do a lot of praying, and I just take what I get. Uh, I was overwhelmed, thoroughly shocked when uh, Chrome and Emmy did that go send me or whatever that they did. At the end of the day, there's we stopped at $31,000. That shocked me. I might not have looked at, but I was like amazed. I said, "What? People get what?" Like, uh, and that's the thing, and I'm grateful for that. But and so I put all the money that I made, bought the van, put in some of the best stuff that I've seen since I've been in a van, like the heaters and the tires and this and that, and people gave me stuff and donated stuff, and I just said, okay, I just put that all together, and I said I'm going to make the best of it, and I have, and my life has been pretty good. I mean, am I still short at the end of the month? Yeah, of course, because I don't make that much money. I'm on a pension. Uh, if you and so, but I make it. I'm telling you, I make enough to be more happier in this position than I was before when I worked every day. I worked and I volunteered a lot, and I made a little bit of money doing that. But I mean, I worked. I put in my time. Uh, and that's it. So it's like, um, I love that video, but as soon as I see that video, it's got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with the person. It's got to do with just I know there's money there, and unless you know, I don't know if she had insurance or something like that or whatever. Unless you got insurance, then maybe you can get like something like that, but I can't. I mean, I pay insurance, but they don't give me they're not gonna give me enough, so, because I got diabetes, because I've had heart attacks, because of this, because of that. It's a word called pre-existing condition. The buck stops there. When you tell somebody that you have a pre-existing condition, prices go up, and they don't wanna risk it. So, I mean, that's it. So, uh it's nice, and sometimes I get a little envious, I guess. That's not really good to do, but I say, "I wish," but, that's not life. So, what I got here, man, is beautiful. A lot of people come up to me and say that. They say that this is great. My friend Brent the other day stuck his head in here again. He's done it before. He goes, I really like this. This is really, really cool. It's homey. It's this. It's that. Yeah. And he's known me when I started, and I didn't have much. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to see that. I mean, I'd love to get some of that stuff. It would make life a little bit more easier, but I'm okay, and I'm happy. Like, I mean, I am. I'm okay, and I'm happy. I mean, I traveled, so and I'm still doing it, so it's good. What else? Yeah, I don't want to over talk about it, but yeah. Well, yeah. Insanity. I wish he didn't stop that give send go. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, he did. I was able to buy the van, and a lot of people helped me out. People in here in many ways. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm on the road. This time last year or a year and a half ago, I was in my room. Felt like I was hoping I would find a half decent ride, and here we are. This is more than a half decent ride. Let me see. Marco, the GoFundMe was really great. I watched the counter the whole day. It was like live TV. Yeah, Chrome was phoning me up every 15 minutes every time go up. I said, Chrome, stop it. It's all right. We'll see. Yes, Kim, thank you. That's exactly what it was to get the van. I got the van. I got good stuff in the van. And it was all because of you people and people that aren't here or whatever. It was great. If I had unlimited money, I don't know. Is there unlimited money? The way things go up every day, I'm not sure if there's anything like that anymore. Uh, well, it's going to sound crazy, but I'd make sure I get and I don't know if I'd go out and buy a better van or a bigger van. I may have I might wouldn't be my first thing, but I would make sure I wouldn't have to want for nothing. I'd have enough gas or something so I could wander all I wanted. Um, and I would, you know, since my family struggles a little bit, I'd help that. Uh, and and I would help people that I know that are patiently waiting to save money to buy stuff for their vans for their travels. I would, you know, I would give them a gift, or I would say, "What do you need?" And I'd share it that way. That's what I would do, you know. But I mean, I'd take care of me first. So I would take care of me first. So I know that may sound like a little bit of oh yeah, selfish or not, but no, you got to take care of yourself. Uh, so that's what I would do. And then, I mean, I wouldn't give it all away, but I mean, I would help some people out that needed it. And not people that asked me, would be people that I felt that would touch my heart, and I would feel like, yeah, I think they could deserve this, and or they would deserve this, or I can help them out. And the other weird thing I would say is I wouldn't tell everybody that's what I was doing because I don't now. And people can, and I know that people can do that because it's content, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not who I am, or that's not the way I was brought up or taught or whatever. You know. If you're going to do a good deed to your fellow man or woman, do it and shut up. That's what I was taught. So I hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that's the way I was brought up. So that's what I would do if I had unlimited money. Those on CPPD are not permitted to make side hustles, but on ODSV they can, but only so much. Most do not know doing this is considered taxable income. Well, if you make a certain amount of money, it's a taxable income, Benji. Uh, but other stuff involved in this ain't taxable. Because I'm pretty honest. I mean, I am honest. You know, I won't say I'm 100% honest. It's not because I'm sneaky. It's just because you know nobody's perfect. So uh, I don't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything like thinking about it. Say, oh yeah, no. But laws are laws, and they're read differently. So yeah, but you can make a little bit of money. I mean, you can make I'm making a little bit of money, you know, and that's the thing. So yeah, I mean, they can do stuff, but not everybody likes to travel. A lot of people I talk to, well, that'd be nice. I could never do that. I couldn't give up everything. Like a lot of people, yeah, it's just outside of their thing, their comfort zone. Uh, Terry Newell, if the Orange Menace takes away my Social Security, well, yeah, that's the thing too, right? Like, I mean, the money I make is what the money I made during my life and I paid taxes on. And they told me, like, uh, they bumped me up to a certain limit and I'm allowed to make a certain amount of money. And after that, I got to pay taxes for it. I got to pay taxes. So I've been keeping a close eye on different things. Like, I mean, right now, as of right now, not next month, the money I make on YouTube is only like $4,800. That's how much I made. You know, some people say that's not a lot, but it helps me tremendously. And here's where people say, don't have to tell everybody your business. I got nothing to hide. I mean, that's me. That's the way, I wouldn't say poop if my mouth was full of it at one point in my life. Now I'm not running around telling everybody, but people wonder and they want to know. I mean, that's it. Like I'm not rich by any means, but you know, and that's all I'm getting. But you're allowed to make money, and some of it's not taxable. So, if unlimited money would you travel year round? Well, um, I would. That's a lot of question insanity for me. Okay, I know I have a life shelf. Okay, people don't like to hear that, but I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. So I'm going crazy. I'm doing as much as I can, but I also like to be around family a little bit too. Not too much, but a little bit. So yeah, I would travel, uh, and yeah, and then when time runs out or whatever, I mean, it runs out. I mean, that's it. So I don't know. I don't know if that answered the question or not. Well, for sure, I'd buy a better. I might even buy a couple of chairs. I like that one that runs into the bush. All powers promo codes. I'm not sure if they gave me any. Uh, I thought I put something in the thing and or in the description. I thought that covered it. I'll have to check that out. Oh, no, I haven't, I haven't seen that. I thought I did, but I nobody's mentioned it to me since. Uh, yeah. Well, my computer keeps freezing up on me, so make some dinner and check my sugar. So bye for now. Okay, man. We'll see you soon. How much do I make? In what, total or what? Like, what are you talking about? Like everything I make? Because with all the bells and whistles here for old age security, CPP stuff I put in, plus I get a little boost from the government. I make about $1,900 a month. Yep, I pay my daughter for living in the driveway. Last time I was here, I paid her $600 for living in her house. Hey Sue, good to see you. Yep, pretty much, Marco. Okay, Patty, see you later. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. I think I subscribed to your channel, Patty, if I remember correctly. Not sure. If not, I'll look again. Mike Grady, hey, how are you? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, yeah. We pay if you're turning anything into American, it cost me a buck 40 to get 60 cents of American. Well, it's like I said to somebody else, John. He said, I worry you're going to be too cold living in your van in the winter. Well, I might be, but I also have my daughter right next door here. And I told her, I promised her that I wouldn't be foolish or stupid. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but I'm not gonna stay out here just to say I did it. If it gets really, really, really that cold, then I'll put my butt in the house. And she doesn't have a problem with that. Let me see. Okay, Kim, my husband gets 2,400. Yeah, so that would be about that would be like 60 cents times 24. So what's that? 6 times 24 is 24, 48, 72, 72, 72. That's 1,420. So yeah, that's so you take that off of that 1,000. Yeah, so he'd be making I'd be making about $1,100 a month here. Yeah, I know it's crazy, like, but yeah, but it's all right. Like, I mean, no, our dollar sucks. That's for sure. Uh, yeah, hope things are going good, Mike. You know, 1440. Yeah, there you go. See, I was making $1,200 because they messed a few things up with me, and then with my CPP and then my old age security and blah blah blah. Then they give you a little bonus, which not all that much, brings me up to about 1,900. Yep, that's it. I mean, and I only have one big bill, and that's my Mastercard. Everything else is, different things that I don't pay. Yeah, in BC, Sue, in BC, my pension is 1,700 roughly, and I read on the CRA that we are supposed to get more each month. The funny thing about that is, hey, Brent, the funny thing about that is they said that I was reading that one day, and they said, you know, they'll give it to you on your taxes you pay or something like that, right? Well, like I said, last year I don't make enough to pay taxes, so uh and it's not the tax I pay like going to the store or nothing. I don't make enough. I didn't make anything last year in my taxes because I didn't make enough. So if they're going to give you money on, if you pay a lot of taxes, that's where that money's going to come from. But if you don't pay any taxes, that means that little thing is done. Oh yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, I just try to like, and it's not a knock on anything or anybody, and I just try to do with what I do. Like, I mean, uh, I don't make a lot of money with YouTube, but I do make some, and I'm happy with that. And if I want to make more, then it better be a whole lot more to make the trip worthwhile. If not, I'll just move to a different tax bracket and pay what that is, and I won't make that much. So I'm okay with it. Like, I mean, I'm okay. That's life. That's everybody's life. Like, you know, I mean, that's everybody's life. I mean, life is hard nowadays. It's not like it used to be. I mean, it's always been hard, but yeah. Uh, well, yeah, that's one of the reasons. Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. That's why, like, I don't like whatever. I don't like talking about that, but because I do realize some people are in worse shape than I am. And in Canada, I'm in fairly good shape in some regards, but you know, I'm in fairly good shape, but I mean, I'm not in the best shape. So yeah, yeah, and that's not just in your neck of the woods, Sue. It's getting pretty bad down here either. Also, yeah. Well, yes, that's I don't know. For you and I over here, Sue, that's basically That's the way you got to look at. Like, I mean, you live in Vancouver or on the island, which is a lovely spot. Uh, I mean, you got friends, people, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's it. Things could be worse. Yes. I live in a van. A lot of people would say things are really bad for you. No, I love to live in a van. You know, I do. I love to live in a van. It wouldn't take me too long to get down to the States or to go back up to Vancouver if I wanted to. But I mean, it's wintertime. Things have changed over the years. You know, I remember when I was 14 when my granddad moved out there from Ontario. One day we were cutting grass, and next day we were sliding down the hill because it snowed. And then it went back to cutting grass again. I mean, the winters and the climate, I don't know what heck causes it, but everything is changing. And that's the point, you know. So you got to make do with what you got. And I always think, well, there's people worse off than me. So I'm just grateful. And that's what I try to keep my head in. Hey, Dan the Van, how are you? Okay, we'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, Ason. Crossroad Overlanding Adventure. Blah. What's up? Well, 4 foot here. No, here. I grew up on an off-grid farm, and I learned how to live on nothing. Uh, yep. We need some comic relief. Uh, only I'm reading here like crossroad lots slash overlanding adventures. I thought that was a sentence. Then it says, "Hello, Craig." I'm like, oh my God. Long title for very little message. I had soup. My daughter made me homemade soup. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Oh, yeah. We all need something. Anyways, I don't want to break your hearts, but I got to go too. I really enjoyed this. I really did. I mean, yeah, you know, and I'll try to get a little better organized, more light than dark. Only the shadow knows. No, I keep on going. Right. Only the shadow knows. Blame it on him. Uh, Kim Jones. No. Well, I have to go. My grandson's playing hockey sometime. I'm looking around like a freaking owl trying to figure out where's my watch. Uh, Let me see. 5:27. Yeah, I gotta sort of like clean up and maybe grab something to eat. I had a little bowl of soup, but yeah. Well, you can't have both, Kim. You can't be in the dark and have a halo. Everything's good. Oh, Dan, I love that heater you gave me. That really works well. Takes the edge off. Yeah, well, are you asking me, John? You're always so happy. How do you do it? Well, it's not much that it's not much that I'm so happy. It's just that I realize, you know, don't forget, you're talking to a recovered addict, you're talking to a recovered alcoholic, you're talking to, a guy, had his legs, and I used to, pardon the expression, I used to bitch a lot about, how how things are, how come I can't make it, and blah blah blah. Uh, and I just focused. It's nobody's fault. It is the way it is. If anybody's fault, it's because I didn't take opportunities that I should have took later because I was a smart ass. And you know, and then I realized one thing: I'm still alive. Why wouldn't you be happy? Like all my family, other than one sister and my kids and my grandkids, they're all alive. The rest are all dead, and they all died before I did. And I'm the oldest. I even made it past my granddad. He died at 66 or 65, whenever. I have a lot of friends, or we walked the same roads, went down the same path, and they're no longer here. So, and I've known people that have have their legs taken off, had diabetes, blah blah blah. They're all gone. And so one day, one day after many, I just sat down and I looked at life and I said, "What the hell are you bitching about, man?" You know, I'm pretty sure if I say life's hard for me, uh, financial and everything else, anybody here can say life's not hard for them. Most of you will say, "Yeah, life is hard too." You all feel the pinch. So all I'm saying for me, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, but my reality is, I'm still alive and I can still do things, and I am doing things. I'm living in a van, not down by the river, but I'm living in a van, and I travel more than I've ever traveled in my life, and I got lots of friends more than I ever had in my life. So that's why I'm happy. I still have a chance to do it tomorrow. So that's the way I look at life. That's all. It's not easy. Never said it was, and it ain't. It's not impossible, and it can be difficult as hell some days. But I just that's I just yeah yeah I just refuse to give up. I mean, I know there's one day when the big G's going to pull the button and say, "It just doesn't matter if you want to give up or not. You're gone." But until that day comes, I just keep on trying to move forward and put a smile on my face because I have seen many people who are worse off than I am. And I've seen people that are better off than I am, and they can't put a smile on their face. So I just make the best of whatever. I don't want to sound like I'm not bragging, or I don't want to sound like I'm giving a speech, but that's where I am in life. But I know all this one day will come to an end. So, but until that day, I am going to try, even if I'm slow, and I am going to try to push forward and to make something out of whatever the world gives me, or whatever God gives me, or whatever you believe in gives me. I'm going to try my best to make the best of it. And don't, I'm not kidding you or nothing. I mean, there's some days I don't feel like smiling, and there's some days when I'm not on camera, and this is not an act, but I mean, there's some days when I'm not or not on camera that I'm always happy, happy, happy. But I seem to pull through with it. You don't believe me? You ask my daughter. You ask my friend Brent when he sees me, and you ask anybody that has seen me. Yeah, but I make the best of it. Could be worse. Anyways, on that note, peace, aloha, and I love you. Until next time, and I'll try to get this figured out a little bit better than I did this time. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And yeah, I hope you have I just read my friend Brent there, Grouchy Bear. Yeah, hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope things go well for you, your family, and any loved ones you may have. Okay, all you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, we'll do our best. Okay, thanks for coming on. Bye-bye. Woo-hoo. Peace.
Hey, Dad, I'm leaving.
You gonna go? Oh,
Are you able to move the car?
yeah, I'm gonna have to move.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I'll get right on it.